Welcome back, everybody, to Shooting Gallery New England. My name is Joe. Today we are back doing another firearm presentation. We are going over the Remington Model 33. It's a single shot 22 LR bolt action rifle. Let's take a couple shots and we'll get into it. Using a foam action target rifle rest. I've used this for years. Love it. If you guys want to pick any stuff like gear like that up, I'll leave links in the description. They're super secret Amazon links, so please check them out. We're going to be shooting some Remington, no, not Remington, Winchester grain, hollow point copper plated. So the 550 round box. We all have a metric ton of this stuff. So pretty simple. You take the 22, you load it into the chamber, and god damn it. it's a simple action, but it can be kind of a pain to load just because of there's no feed ramp. But once the chamber's loaded, close the bolt and have fun. Good thing is you have to cock it to shoot it. Shooting at Optics Planet target about 50 yards downrange, open sights. Pretty windy out here today. It is hot as living balls out too. It's like 93 degrees at the moment at the public range. We are at my gun club, so, and it ejects. Let's shoot a couple more rounds. Okay. Let's go to our range and check it out. We'll give you some information about this Remington Model 33. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good video. So the Remington Model 33, like I said in the beginning, is a single shot bolt action. You do have to cock the striker for you to initiate the trigger. This began production in 1932 and stopped production in 1935-ish. It was created by Crawford Loomis. Well, this is the first production bolt action rifle Remington made. They made about 263,000 of these rifles. Very affordable. Picked this up at my shop. I got a bonus at work and was like, you know what, looking for a nice little 22. And this just happened to be a crisp, whatever price it was. I really forgot. I know it was under like 200 bucks. And it was screaming my name. You guys know I love guns like this old school wood. The patina on this, I don't know if, I'll try and throw some close-ups in it. It almost has like a copper look from its just old metal. The old blue cold steel finish. I absolutely love guns like this. Like, you know, the Mossberg 183KB, I believe it's the designation, the 410 bolt action. I'll leave that link in the description below. But I love old guns like this. It just, I don't know, something draws me to them. I don't know why, but I love them. That's why I wanted to bring them to you today. Sorry if it's kind of windy out, guys. It is. We're at a public range. It's like 95 degrees out. The wind is blowing. It's kind of cooling me down. So I'm going to cut more shots of this 22. Now the good part is it has like a kind of almost like a loading ramp, but since it's a single shot, drop it in the chamber, close the bolt, pull the cocker back. If you want to put it on safe, you pull the striker, turn it to the left, I believe. No, you pull it to the right, sorry, make sure. So we are pointing safe down range. and the trigger's not gonna go. You pull it back in that little slot, the striker's ready to go. And let's check out the trigger pull. It's got regular buckhorn sights. Not really accurate at all. I don't understand why, but it's just a fun little gun that I saw and just had to have. The ejection on this gun is pretty sweet. Now this gun is just the regular 33. There's like the 33A, the 33B, a couple different variants. Some will have like a finger groove, some will have a different stock, but it's a very simple gun. You have one single screw at the bottom here. And I'm really not that close to the target. This is more just kind of like hey, I found it, it was interesting, I like it. It's not that much of an accurate rifle. I'm probably about 20 yards away from the target. I'm at an optics point at target, and I'm hitting a good 2 inches high at 20 yards. This is not an accurate rifle, probably the least accurate rifle I own, next to probably my Savage Mark II, which you guys will literally freak out in the comments. I thought the Savage Mark II was the most accurate rifle in the world. Well, I'm sorry your mother didn't read to you, but my gun isn't wood. It's just not one of those guns. I know you guys all like to blow my comments up in that video, which is quite funny. I love it. You guys, I love the engagement. Oh God, this is so inaccurate. You know what? I don't care. I love these guns. I don't care if it's that accurate. It's a 22 single shot. The ejection is flawless. The simple loading of it, you know, if I really wanted to slow down my shots, I was at 50 yards in the beginning of the video, and so that must have been going right over the pallet we have here into the berm, which is wonderful. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you where I was aiming, and you guys are gonna be like, oh wow, this gun is like shooting way too high. I don't know, maybe if I give it a good cleaning, that might help the rifling. I didn't really check the barrel like it's a 22. I just figured, hey, a 22 is gonna be pretty accurate. But it is a Remington. This is pre-Freedom Group. This is pre-everything. So again, first production bolt action that Remington ever made. I consider this like a little rabbit or squirrel gun that people would have on their porch and keeping their squirrels and rabbits away from their birdseed and stuff. Kind of pest control. Little training rifle. This is actually cut to take a scope, ironically. The receiver is cut for, I forget what type of scope base they call it. It's kind of a dumb way of mounting a scope. I know people are gonna be like, that's the best way to mount the scope to that rifle. Okay, there's certain styles of shooting that I don't really care for, and the people that drill scopes and Model 33s, like, kind of deserve to get publicly vlogged. But it's just the sheer mechanics of it. I love it. I'm gonna take a couple more shots of this. I'm gonna show you the target, and you'll understand why I keep laughing at the inaccuracy of this gun. That is so hot. It is kind of windy. Maybe, I don't know, the wind could be picking it up for some reason. I don't see the wind taking the trajectory up. I usually see it going left or right depending on the wind. But it's just a fun little blinker. It's an inexpensive gun. This is kind of goes under like that consignment gun. I'm not refilming that. Under the consignment gun category. Y'all know I love my consignment guns. You can get some pretty sweet deals at your shops. Everyone's kind of clamoring for your standard Maverick 88, your Glock 19, Smith & Wesson M&Ps, Mossberg 500s. Just stuff people want because they, you know, that's like what all the new gun owners want, but they're actually overlooking some great guns. If this rifle was more accurate, this would be a great starter rifle to teach someone how to shoot. You get, at my shop personally, we have a lot of Winchester Model 12s, a ton of them in 12 gauge, a few in 16 gauge. But you got a couple old school Winchester bolt actions as well. But don't overlook the consignment guns. It's a good trainer for your kids or significant other, whoever. I originally bought this gun thing like, oh, I could kind of teach my wife how to shoot a single shot, get her proper trigger control, but I'm not going to teach her how to shoot with this gun. So inaccurate. Oh my god, this is so inaccurate. Alright guys, let's go downrange and see the target, and we're going to close this video in a second. So guys, like I said, I was aiming here about 20 yards. A lot of my shots, all over here. Maybe there's some lead in the rifling. It is a 22 LR, I don't know. I'm shooting copper plated hollow points, so typically that's gonna be a little bit more accurate. I'd have to consult my friend Clover Tack. He is a self-proclaimed FUD, and I'm gonna have to give him some ask him some questions, see if he's ever had any issues with one, because I'll bet you he probably has one of these guns. Big shout out to Clover Tack though. Go check out his channel, link will be below. But that is kind of the accurate at 20 yards. I was aiming right here at 50 yards, and most of my shots are in that berm right now, so you can't even see. But let's get back to the bench, and we'll close this video out. Alright guys, so thank you for joining us today for this short little video on the Remington Model 33. I just want to give a little bit of a close-up of the action. This is, like I said, it is drilled for, I forget the style of scope mount. I am forgetting that at the moment, but that is kind of a close-up of the rifle. It is a single shot. You technically close the bolt. There's nothing in the gun. Pull that back, and then you could technically to decock the rifle, pull the striker back, pull the trigger, let the striker go home, and technically it's safe. You can also kind of take the bolt out. It's like any typical bolt action rifle. You pull the bolt back, pull the trigger, and the bolt comes out. Same thing. You put the bolt back in, pull the trigger, make sure it's aligning with the grooves, and there you go. So this is my Remington Model 33. I absolutely am in love with the gun because of just the simplicity of it. The accuracy is piss poor, but again, there could be lead in the barrel. I don't know. Who knows? This is over 100 years old. They stopped production in 1935. This actually has no serial number. So when I bought this gun, when I filled up my 4473, they had to write NSN on it because it's made before 19. I think it's 1960. 1963 or 1984. I get those two gun control acts mixed up, but it's made before one. I want to say it's made before 1963, so it didn't require a serial number. So I like it for that feature as well. But it's a 22 single shot. I bought 1,300 rounds with it for some reason. I just bought the 22 and decided, hey, I needed to get a lot of ammo, so I bought 1,300 rounds of ammo. So guys, thank you for joining Shooting Gallery New England today. Please stay tuned. I would recommend this gun if you can get one that is accurate. But stay tuned, we got a lot more videos on the way. Always check out the Shooting Woods podcast, and also check me out on TikTok, Patreon, Instagram. All the social media is going to be linked below. And don't forget, check out those super secret affiliate links within the first couple links of the description. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe, stay shooting. I'll see you soon. Peace.